All right, welcome everybody. Teams starts today, so welcome. This is the APA Chinook 8-Ball Invitational, Lincoln City, Oregon. This is the second round of flights, the 11 a.m. flight. And we've got Team Still Up versus Team Designated Drinkers. And they are streaming on 2 tables, so if you're on the EvoSports YouTube channel, you can switch back and forth between the 2 matches, but I can only commentate one of them at a time, so I'm going to commentate this one on table 9, which is MITESH TAILOR versus Ty Brown. And I think this started out with Ty, with MITESH pocketing the 8 ball on the break and scratching and giving up a early win to MITESH. So to Tai. Sorry, MITESH scratched on the break and pocketed the 8 ball and gave up a win to Tai. So Tai is on the hill because he only has to go to 2 games in this match. MITESH has to go to 5. So this is a pretty weighted battle. Skill level 7 versus a skill level 5. And MITESH makes quick work of that last rack. So this is a tough uphill battle to have to win 5 straight racks against somebody after the early mistake from MITESH. I think his friends call him Mitt. And that's a heck of a break there. His pockets, I think 4 balls on the break there. 2, 3, 4 balls. Gosh, 2 stripes and 2 solids went down on the break, maybe more. What did he get? He's got to go down and count them. It looks like 3 solids and 2 stripes. Gets a fist bump from Tai saying, man, that was probably the most incredible break I've ever seen. 5 balls on the break. And just get started. This looks like he's set to break and run this rack. Now he does have to, he does have to focus on the 13 ball because that's the one that's a little bit more challenging than the others, but he's moving very, very quickly here. And 13 in the side, not quite. So just leaves it hanging there by the side pocket. No break and run for Mitt. And now Ty Brown up to the table. I like the style that MITESH plays with. He's a speedy player, cruising around the table. And Ty Brown with the 1 ball here, takes care of it. And Ty only needs to pocket a couple of balls here, just because most of the work's been done for him on the break. So MITESH with a safety play here. Just trying to not give anything away here. I see Arjun in the chat looking for a bracket. I think I can send you a link to the bracket. Let me see if I can find that for you. Maybe I'll post it in the chat for you guys. Let's see here. Copy link. I'm going to try this here and paste it in the chat. So there is a link to a Google Drive where the brackets are posted. See if that works out for you. And so here we go. Ty has an opportunity to close out the set here with a 3-4-8. Oh, doesn't quite get there. So and let's see if Ty knows this safety. You want to just bring that cue ball over to the other side of the table. Not there. You definitely don't want to put the cue ball there. Definitely don't want to. I think the right play would have been just to play off of that cue ball, off of that ball, and bring the cue ball over to this way, leaving MITESH only a bank shot on the 8 ball. But he went for the guns blazing on that one and hoping to find a pocket for that 4 ball. And no luck there. So MITESH up now in the set, 2-1. Still needs to win all of the racks here. He has to win 3 more in a row. All right, so players need to update their scoreboard on the tablet. I'll go check on them and make sure that they know to update it. Yes, Arjan, this tournament is just 8 ball. I believe they do a 9 ball tournament in the fall. So MITESH playing at an incredibly fast speed. He is a very quick player. Once he decides what to do, he seems like he's just firing away. And being that he's a skill level 7, I'm sure that probably works for him. Some players are like that. Uh-oh. So Ty giving up ball in hand here to MITESH. Wonder where he's going to start with this ball in hand. He's probably going to look to see if this 10 plays to the corner. I think that's the first thing I'm looking for. If that's the case, that's probably where I start. If not, you definitely want to figure out a way to deal with the cluster down here of, oh, I see what he's going to do. Okay, he's going to come off the 15 into the 10 ball here. So he can play off this ball, and the cue ball is going to kind of bump this one out of here. So kind of tough to leave this for your last 2 balls, though, because it's difficult to get position on the next ball. You're going to, and not only that, but he left himself very straight on the 15 here. So this is why he's taking a little more time. He's very straight on the 15, doesn't really have a great angle to get the cue ball over to that other striped ball. Okay, so that's what he's going to do, just bank this last ball to the side pocket. Oh, might go in the corner here. Oh, he got fortunate, very fortunate roll there to block that pocket. And he's in the driver's seat on this rack. It's going to be very hard for Ty to get anything going here, being that that ball that he's got down there is tied up, and this is going to make it worse. He's got the scratch right into the corner. And let's see if MITESH can get shape on this 8 ball off the 14. I think the easiest way is to put outside English. That's not the way I was looking at there. I don't know where he wanted to be. He might have been trying to bump the 2 ball and leave the cue ball right there in that little window. That was kind of risky. I thought he was going to use some outside English off that ball and try to spin the cue ball into this area over here to play the 8 in this side next. That's what I was thinking that he was going to do with that shot. He had ball in hand, so he could have really set that up however he wanted to. But he's calling that corner, but I don't see that this is going to go. I don't think he has room for it. He doesn't. And he's just really just playing the cue ball down to the bottom rail. And Ty's going to have one more opportunity at least at the table. Nice bank shot there from Ty. Gets a little applause. Great way to get started and see what he can do here. And I wonder if Ty is naturally a fast player or if he's kind of speeding up just to match the pace of MITESH. Sometimes players do that. Playing against a fast player will kind of, I don't know, makes you play faster even though you don't realize it. I don't know if Ty is, but it seems like they're both playing at a very fast pace. Like they're late for work or something and they're in a hurry to get somewhere.
All right, we're doing a chicken hat drawing right now for the cues.
MITESH taking a little more time now. He has to be mindful of this scratch because 8 ball going here naturally wants to bring the cue ball to this pocket. So putting draw on it like he did, avoided that scratch. Well played shot from MITESH there to get his 3rd rack. His 3rd win. It is 3-1. You guys out in the chat can hear me okay? Let me know if the sound is good. We had some audio issues yesterday, so just doing a sound check here. Let me know how the sound is coming through on your end. Thank you, Arjun. Appreciate that. Okay, so Ty with the attempt on the 11 ball. No good. And what's he going to have left MITESH with? That 3 goes in the side, just like that. 7 ball next. And I believe he's going to cut this 5 ball, or he could play, so he's got the 2 ball here, or he could also cut the 5 ball into this pocket down here. He's eyeing up the 2 ball. That's a more difficult shot than the 5, but easier to control the cue ball. So two ball ends up banging off the 9 and not going to the pocket. And he is just one-stroking those balls, not taking much time at all once he gets down. Just get down, aim, and fire. Not much aim, just fire. So like I said, maybe he's in a hurry to get somewhere. He's got something else going on that he wants to get to. I don't know, or maybe that's his normal style of play. But it's certainly enjoyable to watch. You don't have to wait long for the next shot to happen. So Ty with a 14 ball attempt, just nudging it a little bit closer to that pocket. And now MITESH has to figure out what to do with this 2 ball. So he's shooting on the 1, but the 2 ball is the big problem. That's the one that's going to be the hardest ball on this table for solids to clear. And now he's got more problems. He's got the 4, the 5, the 2, all not really with a good pocket to go to until that 14 ball is out of the way. And so in this kind of scenario, if I'm solids, I'm typically looking for a safety to play pocket. I want to pocket that 14 and try to play a safety, something like that. And let's see what MITESH does here. He's got the opportunity to play the 5 into the 14 and try to bring that cue ball down into trouble. Oh, he played the 5 off the 14, almost made it. But now more problems. The 2 and the 14 are tied up, so he's got more issues with this rack now. He's got reservations at Sizzler. Well, that'll make you speed up. He's hungry. Sizzler. I haven't been to a Sizzler in years. Sounds good right now, though. Been eating at the Casino Deli here for the last 2 weeks. It's something different. Sounds good. Okay. So MITESH, hungry for Sizzler, wants to get out of this rack as quickly as possible. He might take on, I think he's got the 4 into the 5 here. It looks like a combination shot, and if he has that, the cue ball should go into the 2 and break out that 2 ball. But I don't think he had it. He probably just didn't have enough room to get past that ball. And so nice safety here, just leaving a cluster of balls. He knows that he's in the driver's seat with the 5 ball there. He's a significant favorite in this rack, just based on where that 5. What a shot from Ty, bringing it, big time cut. Unfortunately, it came at a time where there was really no reward for making that ball. However, I think if Ty looks at this, he can come off of this 14 and pocket the 5 and play a safety here. So I don't think he saw, but that safety worked out really good. I like that shot. He's got MITESH locked up here on the 2. So MITESH just kind of bangs it out of there. And Ty, being stripes, is going to, not sure what I'm doing here. I'm probably trying to take this pocket away. So I'm probably going to try to put that 11 right in front of the pocket and pocket the 5 ball for my opponent. So he's playing that same safety again. But I think this time MITESH is going to go into this 4 ball and bang out the 4 and the 6 right here, because he can loosen up 2 balls, get 2 of his balls out of trouble if he wants to. Or he could come into the 2 like that and try to pocket the 5. Boy, this is a big traffic jam here in this bottom right corner. Yes, Evil Morty, we are at the Chinook Winds Casino and Resort in Lincoln City, Oregon. So ball in hand now for MITESH. And what's he going to do here? He's got solids. Might just play another safety here. Loosen up that 6 and 4. Certainly can do that. Maybe get yourself another ball in hand.
If you'd like some assistance with your cue shaft, go see Craig. Craig is expert at cleaning it and shaping the tip. He might even be able to replace the tip for you. Go see Craig.
Oh boy. So he did pocket his 5 ball here, but now he's got a worse problem. Because now the 4 and the 6 don't have a home. And he doesn't really have a clear path to get to that. He might be able to play this 4 ball into the 14 or by the 14. He might actually go right by it. So missing that shot. This is an opportunity for Ty. If he can draw off of this and get some draw stroke on this 14 ball, he can bring the... I think that might have been a bad hit. Not sure how they want to call that, but I'd have to get a replay on it, but I'm not a ref. I'm just commentating what I saw. It looked like he might have hit the 4 ball first there, but no ref was there to watch the shot, so Ty getting to stay at the table and shoot that 11 ball. And down the 11 goes. And now Ty has a chance to win the match right here with this 8 ball. This match could be over on possibly a questionable shot, but you know, it's up to the opponent to call the ref over. I mean, if your opponent doesn't call the ref over to watch the shot and it's close, you can't really argue it later, you know. So Ty Brown to win the match just misses the 8 ball. So Ty had the golden opportunity to close out this match and really put a big win on the board for his team and lets that one just slip away. And now it's Hill. The winner of this next rack will win this match and score for their team. So Arjon, you think that was a foul? You know, it's hard to say. I mean, he hit it so hard, but again, if something is going to be close, you have to, it's your opponent's responsibility to, you know, stop them from shooting it and say if they think it's going to be close, they have a ref come up and watch the shot. So nobody did that. It's kind of hard to go back and say, was it or wasn't it a foul? Because, you know, it's really hard to say. But by the way that the 4 ball, the direction that the 4 ball went after that shot makes me think that it was possibly a foul, but no, it's not a foul now. Nor does it matter because MITESH ended up winning that rack anyways, but it could have been a pretty huge call one way or the other had Ty made that 8 ball. Yeah, call goes to the shooter. It's MITESH's responsibility to call over the ref. And that's what these referees are here for. They're standing around waiting for something to do. Just call them over. Have them watch. So now MITESH trying to figure out that 2 ball. That's the only problem ball he's got is the 2. And his elbow came out quite a bit on that stroke on the 3 ball. And that, I think that caused the miss. There was a little bit of jerkiness there. And that caused him to miss. So a little bit of a fundamental error there from MITESH TAILOR on that 3 ball shot. I think he was so focused on trying to get down to break out the 2. And to add salt to the wound, he also scratches after missing the shot. So Ty slowing down his pace of play a little bit, taking some time to think things through and figure things out. I kind of like starting with the 14 ball because it seems to be that that's the one that's most in trouble. Ty kind of frustrated with his miss on the ball in hand there. I don't blame him. It's always frustrating to miss with ball in hand. But it's not the end of the world here. I think he is going to get back to the table. He has blocked that pocket. And I think, yeah, MITESH just going to bank the 1 down. Okay, good bank shot there. I'll bet it's a challenge for the scorekeeper to keep track of innings and safeties and all this when they're playing so fast. That's got to be challenging to keep score. And what's going on here? Is he? Oh, he's just waiting for his neighbor on table 10 to finish shooting so that he can get back to the table. That was a good shot from MITESH. Takes care of gets rid of the duck. Three carom off the 2 corner pocket. Yeah. That would have been a good shot. I like that one. What's up, Christian Youngers? Welcome to the chat. Which team are you rooting for here, Christian? Pretty exciting watching these players. MITESH is a very electrifying player, just flying around the table, putting balls in the holes. He had a break earlier, made 5 balls on the break. And somebody said that he's in a hurry to get to Sizzler. But this is Ty Brown, and Ty's been making some pretty good shots and had a chance to close out the match and get the match win earlier, last rack. Just wasn't able to pocket the 8 ball. So I think Ty should be looking for safety here. There's no reason to go for a crazy offensive shot. You do not want to break out the 2 ball or give up ball in hand. Okay, so this works out. I think MITESH might take a stab at the breakout on the 2. I think he does have the possibility here to pocket the 3 ball in the side and bring that cue ball right into the 2 ball there with some spin, just like that, exactly as we drew it up. But however, usually when you get a breakout shot, it's like a 50-50 to know that you're actually going to have another shot afterwards, but he has broken out the 2 ball.
Take your card over there. That reminds the casino that we're here.
Yeah, Christian, we were talking about an APA scoring feature for our scoreboard. Obviously, we're set up for 1 versus 1 matchups, and so just a simple race to a certain number. But that may be coming in the future. Maybe we'll talk to APA about developing something specific for the league that has a points base or somewhere where the players can do all of their scoring right through the tablet and have it show on screen. That would be kind of cool. I don't see why we couldn't do something like that. And that's the match. So MITESH TAILOR takes it down 5-1, and that's going to end this stream when they hit submit. And we're going to be back with another one here shortly. So each 1-versus-1 match is a new stream. So you guys just got to hang out on the channel and watch for the new ones to pop up. So we'll see you guys really soon.